Hello, welcome to
Mini
Mini Story
Story
B. Let's continue.
Let's continue.
Carlos asked the girl,
Why
won't you talk to me? Would the girl talk to him
in the past?
in the past, before? Would she talk to him?
No.
No, she wouldn't.
talk to
She
him.
would not talk to him.
She would not talk to him.
Who would not talk to Carlos?
The girl, the beautiful
The girl, right?
talked
The beautiful
to Carlos.
girl. The beautiful girl wouldn't talk to Carlos. Would the beautiful girl talk to Carlos?
No.
No, she wouldn't.
Talk to
She
Carlos.
wouldn't talk to Carlos. The beautiful girl wouldn't talk to Carlos. Carlos wanted to go to dinner with her. And he yelled, "I'll take you to an expensive restaurant."
Expensive restaurant.
What kind of restaurant did Carlos want to take the girl to? What kind?
An expensive restaurant. He wanted to take her to an expensive restaurant. He said, "This is future now. I will take you. I will take you to an expensive restaurant."
An expensive restaurant. He wanted to take her to an expensive restaurant. He said, this is future now, I'll take you take you to an expensive restaurant. Did he want to take her to a cheap restaurant?
No,
not to a cheap restaurant.
He wanted to an expensive restaurant.
He wanted to take her to an expensive restaurant. Finally, the girl turned. She got off her bike and she looked at him.
She
said, "I don't want to go to dinner." Did she want to go to dinner? No. Oh, what did she want?
She wanted his car. She wanted his car.
She wanted his car, right? His car. She wanted his car. Who wanted Carlos's car?
The beautiful
girl wanted Carlos's car. Did she want Carlos's bicycle?
No.
She wanted his car. She wanted Carlos's car. Whose car did she want?
She wanted Carlos's car.
She wanted Carlos's car. Did she want Carlos's car or Carlos's truck?
She wanted Carlos's car. She said, "If you give me your car, I will give you a surprise."
She wanted Carlos's car. She said, "If you give me your car, I will give you a surprise." What did she say?
She said, "If you give me your car, I will give you a surprise."
She said, "If you give me your car, I will give you a surprise." What did Carlos say?
He said, "Okay."
He said, "Okay." Who said okay? Carlos. Who did Carlos talk to?
The beautiful girl. Carlos said, "Okay," to the beautiful girl. Carlos took to the beautiful girl.
Two. The beautiful girl, right? Carlos said okay to the beautiful girl.
Okay.
Carlos talked to the beautiful girl.
Beautiful.
He said okay.
Okay.
After he said okay, what did he do?
He jumped out of his car.
He jumped out of his car. Whose car did he jump out of? His car, right? His own car. He
jumped out of his car and said, "Okay." Then he gave her the keys and said, "Here are the keys."
Jumped out of his car and said, "Okay." Then he gave her the keys and said, "Here are the keys."
Here are the keys.
What did he give her?
The key, right?
The keys, right?
The keys to his car.
The keys to his car.
His car.
Who gave the keys to the beautiful girl?
Carlos.
Carlos gave the keys to the beautiful girl. Who did Carlos give his keys to?
To the beautiful girl. He gave his keys to the beautiful girl.
To the beautiful girl. He gave his keys to the beautiful girl.
The beautiful girl.
What did he give to her?
His keys.
His keys. Did he give his house keys?
No, not
to the
his
girl?
house keys.
No, not his house keys. Did he give his car keys to the girl?
Yes, that's right. He gave his car keys to the girl.
Yes, that's right. He gave his car keys to the girl. Which keys did he give to the girl? Car keys, right? He gave the car keys to the girl. Not
his house key, not other keys. He gave only the car keys.
Not his house keys, not other keys. He gave only the car keys.
The car keys.
Which keys did he give?
That's right. The car keys. He said, "Here are the keys." The beautiful blonde took the keys.
The car keys. He said, "Here are the keys." The beautiful blonde took the keys. What did she take?
The beautiful...
The keys, that's right. She took the keys. Who took the keys?
The beautiful blonde girl.
The beautiful blonde girl. Who took the keys? The beautiful blonde girl. What kind of girl was she? She was a beautiful blonde girl. Right? What kind of keys did she take? Car keys, right? She took car keys. Who took the car keys?
The beautiful
girl.
She took
the car keys.
And
then she kissed Carlos
on the cheek.
On the cheek. Who did she kiss on the cheek? Carlos. She kissed Carlos on the cheek. Where did she kiss Carlos?
On
the cheek. She kissed Carlos on the cheek. Did she kiss Carlos on the nose.
No, he did not kiss
No,
Carlos
she didn't
on
kiss
the
Carlos
nose.
on the nose. She kissed Carlos on the cheek. Who kissed Carlos on the cheek?
The beautiful girl.
The beautiful girl. The beautiful girl kissed Carlos
on the cheek.
on the cheek. What did she do?
She kissed Carlos.
She kissed Carlos.
Kissed Carlos.
When did she kiss Carlos on the cheek?
After she took the keys.
When did she kiss Carlos on the cheek? After she took the keys. Right? After she took the keys, she kissed Carlos on the cheek.
On the cheek.
Did she kiss Carlos before she took the keys?
No, she didn't.
No. She didn't kiss Carlos before she took the keys. She kissed Carlos after she took the keys. After she took the keys and after she kissed Carlos, what did she do?
She jumped in the car.
Jumped in the car. Right? After she kissed Carlos, she jumped in the car.
In the car.
Did she jump onto her bicycle?
No, she didn't.
No, she didn't jump onto her bicycle. She jumped into the car. Did she jump into the car or did she jump onto her bicycle?
She
jumped into the car. Whose car did she jump into?
Carlos.
Carlos's. Carlos's means it's his car, right?
Car.
It's possessive. His car. Whose car is it? It's Carlos's. So she jumped into Carlos's car. Did she jump into AJ's car or Carlos's car?
She jumped.
She jumped into Carlos's car. What did she do?
She jumped into Carlos's car and then drove away.
She jumped into Carlos's car. And then she drove away. Did she walk away? No, she didn't walk away. Did she run away?
No, she didn't run away.
No, she didn't run away. She drove away. Who drove away?
The
beautiful girl. When did she drive away?
She drove away after she jumped into the car.
She drove away after she jumped into the car, right? After she jumped into the car. Carlos stood on the sidewalk.
He had no car.
He had no car.
And no girl.
And he had no girl.
He said,
that's it? Just a kiss on the cheek. Did Carlos get more?
No. He said, that's it? Nothing more.
No. He said, that's it. Nothing more.
Nothing more.
Who said, that's it?
Carlos. He said,
that's it. Just a kiss on the cheek. Nothing more for Carlos. He stood on the sidewalk. Did he sit on the sidewalk?
No, he did not sit
on the sidewalk. He stood on the sidewalk.
Walk.
Where did Carlos stand?
He stood on the sidewalk.
Carlos stood on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Did he stand on the street or did he stand on the sidewalk?
He stood on
He
the
stood
sidewalk.
on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Carlos stood on the sidewalk. Was he happy
No.
when he stood on the sidewalk?
No. She wasn't happy.
No, he wasn't happy.
He
He had no car
and
and no girl. He wasn't happy
No.
when he stood on the sidewalk.
No.
What did he say?
He said, "That's just a kiss on the cheek."
He said, "That's it? Just a kiss on the cheek."
A kiss on the cheek. He got on her bike
He got on her bike
and
and rode home. Did he ride to work?
No.
No, he didn't ride to work. He rode home. Did he ride to his friend's house?
No.
No,
He
he
didn't
ride to his friend's house. He rode home. Where did he ride?
He rode home.
No, he rode home. Who rode home?
Carlos.
Carlos rode home. On what did he ride home?
He rode
On what did he ride home? On her bike, right?
on her bike.
He rode home on her bike.
He rode home on her bike.
What did he ride home on?
On her bike. He rode home on her bike.
He rode home on her bike. What did he ride home on?
He rode
He
home
rode home
on her bike.
On her bike. Did he ride home in a car?
No.
Or did he ride home on a bike?
He rode home on her bike.
On a bike. He rode home on a bike. Okay, that's it for mini story B. Okay, let's get started with the mini story lesson
Mini
for
story lesson
the hitch
for
introduction.
Introduction.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Once there was a shy guy named Nick. He loved a beautiful girl named Stephanie. He wanted to sweep Stephanie off her feet, but he was too shy. One day, he finally asked her for a date. He said, you want to go to dinner with me? She laughed nervously and said, I'm really into my job right now. I'm sorry. I just need some space.
Need some space.
Oh, Nick's feelings were hurt. He knew Stephanie didn't like him. But he said to himself, I ain't gonna take no for an answer. I'm gonna show her I'm a great guy.
I'm a great guy.
I'm gonna open her eyes.
I'm gonna open her eyes.
So Nick bought 500 roses for Stephanie and told her, I love you.
I love you.
Stephanie was shocked and a little scared. Then Nick started to follow her everywhere. Stephanie became more worried. Finally, Nick broke into her apartment. When Stephanie came home, she said, Enough! This is where the police come in. Then she called the police. Now, Nick is in jail and Stephanie finally has some space. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Once, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, but in the past, once there was a shy guy named Nick. He loved a beautiful girl named Stephanie. He wanted to sweep Stephanie off her feet, but he was too shy.
He was too shy.
Did he want Stephanie to fall in love with him?
Fall in love with him.
Yes, that's right. He wanted Stephanie to fall in love with him. He wanted to sweep Stephanie off her feet. Did he want to be very, very romantic and surprise her and impress her?
Yes, that's exactly right. He wanted to sweep her off her feet. She wanted to impress her and surprise her with romance, with love. He wanted to sweep her off her feet.
Yes, that's exactly right. He wanted to sweep her off her feet. He wanted to impress her and surprise her with romance, with love. He wanted to sweep her off her feet. Did he want to sweep his sister off her feet?
No, of course not. That romantic meaning sweep off her feet is romantic. He did not want to sweep his sister off her feet.
Well, no, of course not. Yeah, that's a romantic meaning. Sweep off your feet. It's romantic. He did not want to sweep his sister off her feet.
Sister.
Did he want to sweep a girl named Angelina off her feet?
Angelina off her feet.
No, he did not want to sweep a girl named Angelina off her feet.
No,
Did he want to sweep a girl named Stephanie off her feet? Or a girl named Julia off her feet?
Well, he wanted to sweep a girl named Stephanie off her feet.
Well, he wanted to sweep a girl named Stephanie off her feet. Was he able to sweep Stephanie off her feet? Could he do it?
Well, no, he could not. Unfortunately, he was too shy. So he could not sweep Stephanie off her feet. She didn't fall in love with him. But one day, he did ask her for a date. He said, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Well, no, he could not. Unfortunately, he was too shy.
No.
So he could not sweep Stephanie off her feet. She didn't fall in love with him. But one day, he did ask her for a date. He said, you want to go to dinner with me? Did he ask her if she wanted to go to dinner?
Yes, he did. That exactly what he said. He said, do you want to go to dinner with me? With me?
Yes, he did. That's exactly what he said. He said, do you want to go to dinner with me? Did he ask Julia, do you want to go to dinner with me?
No, he did not. Julia, do you want to go to dinner with me?
No, he didn't ask Julia, do you want to go to dinner with me? Did he ask his best friend, do you want to go to dinner with me?
No, he did not ask his best friends, do you want to go to dinner with me?
No, he did not ask his best friend, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Yes.
Did he ask a friend or a girl, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Yes. Well, of course, he asked a girl, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Well, of course, he asked a girl, do you want to go to dinner with me? Which girl did he ask?
Well, he asked Stephanie, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Well, he asked Stephanie, do you want to go to dinner with me?
Yes.
Did Stephanie want to go to dinner with him?
Well, no, she didn't want to. She laughed nervously and she said, I'm really into my job right now.
Well, no, she didn't want to. She laughed nervously, and she said, I'm really into my job right now. Was Stephanie really into her school right now?
No,
No. She wasn't really into her school. Was she really into her family?
No, she wasn't.
No, she wasn't really into her family. Was she really into exercise? Really love exercise, really focused on exercise, really concentrating on exercise?
No, on exercise.
No, not on exercise. What was she really into?
Well, she said,
Well,
I'm
she
really into
said,
my job
I'm really
right
into
now.
my job right now. Is she really focused on her career? Was she really focused on her career?
Yes,
Yeah, that's right. She was really focused on her career.
On her career.
Was she truthfully, was she telling the truth that she was really into her job?
Well, we don't know. But maybe not. Maybe she was lying. Maybe she's not really into her job. Maybe she wasn't really into her job. But anyway, she said, I'm really into my job right now. And sorry, I just need some space.
Well, we don't know,
you know,
but maybe
but
not.
maybe
Maybe
not.
she was lying.
Maybe
She was lying. Maybe she's not really into her job. Maybe
job.
she wasn't really into her job.
To her job.
But anyway, she said, I'm really into my job right now. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I just need some space.
space.
Did she tell Nick that she needed time alone?
Yes, that's right. She wanted some time, unindependent time alone. She said, I just need some space.
Yeah, that's right. She wants some time, independent time alone. She said,
Independent.
I just need some space.
Independent.
Did she just need some space from her friends?
Well, we don't know, but I think
We don't
not.
know, but
Maybe
I
not.
think not. Maybe not. Did she just need some space from her parents?
Well,
Well,
Again,
again,
probably
probably
not.
not. Who
Probably
did she
not.
need space from? Wow.
she needs
She needs space from Nick. She told
She
Nick,
told Nick,
I
I just
need
need
some
some space.
She just wants to be away from Nick. Right? She needs space from Nick.
Need some space from Nick.
How did Nick feel about this?
Well, Nick
Well, Nick's
hurt.
feelings were hurt.
Nick very hurt.
Were Nick's arms hurt?
No,
No,
not.
not-
His jams wasn't hurt.
Not his arms. His arms weren't
Arms.
hurt. Was his head hurt?
No,
Oh,
no,
his head was
wasn't
not hurt. Was he very sad?
Yes, he was very sad.
Yes, that's correct. Nick was very sad. Nick's feelings were hurt.
Nick
Was
were
Nick
hurt.
upset? Right?
Yes.
Very upset.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
was
Nick was very upset. Nick's feelings
Nick's
were
feelings
hurt. Who hurt Nick's feelings?
Well, Stephanie feel hurt. Nick feeling.
Well, Stephanie hurt Nick's feelings. Were Nick's feelings hurt by Stephanie?
Yes, same question, right? This one different. Yes, that's right. Nick's feeling were hurt by Stephanie.
Yeah, same question, right? Just a little different. Yes, that's right. Nick's feelings were hurt by Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Why were Nick's feelings hurt?
Because he knew Stephanie didn't like him, but he didn't give up. He said to himself, I ain't gonna take no for an answer. I take no for an
Well,
answer.
because he knew Stephanie didn't like him.
Didn't like him.
But he didn't give up.
Didn't
He
give
said
up.
to himself,
Give up.
I ain't gonna take no for an answer.
Sure.
Was he going to take no for an answer?
No. He was not going to take no for an answer. He said, I am not going to take no for an answer. I am not going to take no for an answer.
No. He was not going to take no for an answer. He said, I ain't, right? I am not going to take no for an answer. I ain't gonna. I am not going to take no for an answer.
Take no for an
Would
answer.
Nick accept this answer from Stephanie?
Answer.
No, he would not accept no. He would not accept accept this answer. He refused. He said, no, I will not accept this. I ain't gonna take no for an answer. Would he take yes for an answer?
Oh, yeah. Of course, he said. I ain't gonna take no for an answer. But he certainly would take yes for an answer. He would laugh for her to say yes. He just said, I ain't gonna take no for an answer. I'm not. He said, I'm going to show her I'm a great guy. I am gonna open her eyes.
Well, yeah, of course. He said, I ain't gonna take no for an answer,
Sure.
but he certainly would take yes for an answer.
Yes.
He would love for her to say yes. He just said, I ain't gonna take no for an answer. I will not. I am not. He said, I'm going to show her I am a great guy. I'm gonna open her eyes. Was Nick going to open her ears?
No, he's
No,
not.
no, he's not gonna open her ears.
Yes.
Is he going to open her eyes? Yes, of
Yes,
course. He's going to
of course.
open her eyes. Was Nick going to make her realize he was great?
Yes, that's exactly what that means. He was going to make her realize, make her understand that he is a great guy. He said, I am gonna open her eyes. I'm gonna make her understand how great I am. I'm gonna open her eyes.
Yes, that's exactly what that means. He was going to make her realize, make her understand that he is a great guy. He said, I'm going to open her eyes. I'm going to make her understand how great I am. I'm going to open her eyes. Whose eyes was he going to open?
Well, he was
Well,
going to
he was
open
going
Stephanie's
to open
eyes.
Stephanie's eyes.
Stephanie's
Was he
eyes.
going to open every girl's eyes?
No, not every girl. He was only going to open Stephanie's eyes. He said, I'm gonna open her eyes. I'm gonna open Stephanie's eyes. I'm gonna make Stephanie realize I'm great.
No, not every girl. He was only going to open Stephanie's eyes. He said, I'm gonna open her eyes. I'm gonna open Stephanie's eyes. I'm gonna make Stephanie realize I'm great. What did he do? How did he try to open her eyes?
Wow. He bought 500 roses for Stephanie. He told her, I love you. Stephanie was shocked and little scared. Then even worse. Then Nick started to follow her everywhere. Stephanie became more worried. Finally, Nick broke into her apartment. He came into her apartment secretly.
Well, he bought 500 roses for Stephanie, and he told her, I love you. Stephanie was shocked and a little scared. Then, even worse, then Nick started to follow her everywhere. Stephanie became more worried. Finally, Nick broke into her apartment. He came into her apartment secretly. When Stephanie came home, she saw him. She was surprised. She was scared. She said, Enough!
Enough!
This is where the police come in. Did she decide, wow, it's time to call the police?
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. She decided. This is where the police come in. This is where the police should begin. This is where I should call the police, or when I should call the police. This is where the police come in. Means time to call the police. Time for the police to start doing their work.
Yes, that's right. That's exactly right. She decided this is where the police come in. This is where the police should begin. This is where I should call the police, or when I should call the police. This is where the police come in. It means time to call the police. Time for the police to start doing their work. Did she say this is where the fire department comes in?
Oh no. She didn't want to fire department to help.
Oh, no. She didn't want the fire department to help. Who did she want to help? Well, she said this is where the...
Well, she said this is where the police come in. She wanted the police to help. She said this is where the police come in, and then she called the police. Now Nick is in jail. He is in prison. And Stephanie finally has some space.
The police come in. She wanted the police to help. She said this is where the police come in, and then she called the police. Now Nick is in jail. He's in prison. And Stephanie finally has some space. Is Stephanie finally alone?
Yes, that's right. Stephanie is finally alone. She's finally separated from Nick. Alone from Nick.
Yes, that's right. Stephanie is finally alone. She's finally separate from Nick, alone from Nick. She finally has some space. Does Stephanie finally have space from Nick?
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. Why does Stephanie have some space from Nick?
Well, she has space from Nick because Nick is in jail. Nick is in prison. So, finally, Stephanie has some space.
Well, she has space from Nick because Nick is in jail. Nick is in prison. So finally, Stephanie has some space.
Yes, some space.
Alrighty, back to the beginning. This time, I will tell the...
Ciao.